improve your Achilles tendon rupture with physiotherapy and all the information I got for you. Stick around. Hi, I broke my Achilles tendon a few years ago, and as I am a physiotherapist, I could write a book so that you can have all the information and you can improve your Achilles tendon rupture in the best way, in the best possible way. So in this video, I'm going to explain you all the parts of the book and what you can find in it. I'm Carlos Esposito, physiotherapist, and broke my Achilles tendon a few years ago in 2017 while I was playing football. I still remember the moment when I was running on the field and felt as if anyone was hitting my heel, and then I fell on the ground, and when I turned and realized that nobody was there, and I knew that this injury was happening and all the time that I was going to be with this problem. So I had to make a change in my life, in my job, with my family, and the sports and the rehab and all the things that I was going to have to overcome in the next 3 or 4 or 6 months. That night, a friend of mine took me to the hospital so that we can have the exploration and understand if it was an Achilles rupture or not, and I had to spend the night there. And the next morning I had the ultrasound and we found that it was an 80% of rupture, so we decided to do the surgery a few days later. During those 2 or 3 days until I had the surgery, we decided to make my parents-in-law come to Mallorca, where we live, and take care of us, more me than my son, but I couldn't do anything with him, so they had to help us. After that, we had to make my mother, who is from Argentina, come for a couple of months to Spain and take care of me and my son during the first times until I could walk without crutches. But I didn't want to stay just and wait how my tendon was improving itself. I wanted to do a lot of things, and then I read a lot of papers, a lot of information, updated of course, to know what was the best thing to do then. And that's the reason why I decided to write the ebook that I wrote right there and share it with all the people that I could, because I knew there were a lot of things that could be done and that were not done. Actually, I received a lot of emails and messages from patients who have no rehabilitation after the injury, after the surgery, even a few months later, and I think it's so important to recover it. We shouldn't just stay on the sofa and wait for the recovery. We must go for it and do all the things that are in our hands to improve it. So what you're going to find in the ebook is a first fortnight in which you're going to be able to do a few things, but so important to start recovering it even before the surgery, because you don't have to lift heavy weights to improve it. After that, if you have the surgery, you're going to find a few pages about how to heal the wound. Besides, you're going to find a whole chapter that is going to explain you all the things that you have to take into account in your feed and the supplements that you can take during the rehabilitation. Oh, I forgot telling you that down there is a link so that you can buy the book in case you want it. Besides, you're going to find the index down there so that you can check if you are interested in it or not. And the most important is that you're going to find 8 fortnights so that you can improve your strength, your range of movement, the balance, the symptoms, etc. In the same time, you're going to find a chapter that talks about the frequent questions that all the patient has during the rehabilitation, and maybe it's the first thing to do before you read the ebook, but I explain it to you at the beginning of the book. And when you read my story, you're going to have the same feelings that I had and that I know what I'm talking about. And if you buy the ebook, you're going to be able to download this guide with the 10 most frequent questions that all the patients have, so that you don't lose your time since the first moment in which you break your Achilles tendon. So, in summary, what I want you to improve in the best way, and you have all the filtered information so that you can feel your life again so that you recover your life again. That's what I want from you, and that's my wish. It's all for today. Don't forget just tapping on the thumb up, and see you soon. Bye bye.